Hello everyone, this is another review by the Brandalorian, and today I'm very excited to present to you the G.I. Joe Classified Series Clutch with VAMP, the multi-purpose attack vehicle, and this is one that I've had my eye on for a while. As soon as it was announced, I was so excited. We're getting all different types of vehicles in this line. We've got the enormous HISS tank, which is the larger scale vehicle. We've gotten the multiple ram cycles in different colors, which are awesome. Some of my favorites. We also have the Cobra flight pods and the Serpentor with the air chariot. And now we have a mid-size vehicle. We've got this VAMP, and I have to say, from the looks of it on the box, it looks awesome. Clutch here with the window packaging. For him, it's number 112 there. We've got the QR code, a shot of Clutch. And then we've got the breakdown of everything that it comes with. For those of you who said that vehicles were not going to happen in the 6-inch scale, think again, because we have the VAMP. And we are going to crack it open. Okay, so we have the VAMP and Clutch out of the package. And first impressions are, this thing is awesome. What can I say? I'm a G.I. Joe classified apologist. Sue me. But we're gonna get Clutch out of the way and his accessories for a second. And I put most of the accessories for the VAMP already on. Some assembly required, as they say, just so we can get a nice look at it. But I'll put the last two on there just because they were a little confusing on where to put them. One is the axe, which looks really nice. It's got red blade there, and that goes on the back here where the gas cans are. And then the fire extinguisher here goes just behind where the front seat is. There's a clip there, and that just seats in there like that, which you can see. So first impressions, like I said, really knocked it out of the park. It honors the classic look, but it improves it, moves it forward with a lot of extra details. We've got rubber tread tires, which, if you remember, for the HISS tank was also included for that, and it's just an extra nice touch. It kind of helps with the realism a little bit. We've got all sorts of decals printed on already. You don't have to place any stickers, which I am terrible at. A couple of these pieces here you had to put on. The shovel is removable, and then it just clips in just like that. All of these lights here can clip on, which I already did. We've got a couple of little places to tow or hook on to other things. And then you also have the working tow winch, which is very cool. And then it has a spindle here. So once you extend it about that far, you can tow anything and then just wind it back up. One other thing I want to show with the VAMP that was pointed out by Lenny from the G.I. Joe team, when they first introduced this bad boy, is there are individual suspensions for the tires. So if you're rolling around any mountains or hills, you've got that extra added realism. I know the hood pops up too, so I'm gonna open that up. And we've got a nice supercharged engine, I'm sure. Got the G.I. Joe logo there, United States. That just does a double click on both sides. Love these lights, the way they came out. They're kind of translucent, so if once light hits them, they kind of pop with that nice blue. One other thing I want to show is the reflective rear view mirrors, so he can really see who's coming behind him. Good old Clutch boy. And we'll get a look at the interior there. Some nice details. Steering wheel. I believe this throttle moves too. Yep, it sure does. Very cool. These gas cans where the axe is, they also remove like that. And they've got some itty bitty print on them. Again, thank goodness that I am not required to put it on. Otherwise, this vamp would not look as cool. Got United States on the back here, caution sign. We've got some stand away. And if you'll notice, we've got a future-proof place to potentially tow some missiles. They've officially, unofficially confirmed that we are getting that. So it's a two-seater, mid-sized Jeep, decals all around, suspensions, rubber tires, accessories that can come off. Got a winch, tow winch, and then we also have the two 50 cal guns that rotate around and can go up and down like that. So if you've got a his tank approaching from the side, you can maybe not defeat the his tank, but you can hold it off a little bit. So I think this is a truly, truly cool mid-sized vehicle. I think it's perfect. Again, not gonna mention any names, but there have been some people that I know that say 6-inch G.I. Joes doesn't make sense because you can't do vehicles. Well, they have done some vehicles. We've got a Vamp, we've got Ram cycles, we've got the flight pods, we've got the air chariot, and we've got the his tank. And we've got the Dragonfly coming, so I say keep them coming because they are quite awesome. The other thing that we have here are these little handlebars so you can have Joes hanging off the side there. So now that's the Vamp in a nutshell. Let's take a look at good old Clutch. Now Clutch is quickly becoming one of my favorite Joes because I am collecting the new Duke comic series, the Energon universe, that's connected with Transformers and Void Rivals, and then introducing members of the G.I. Joe. And Clutch features heavily in the Duke comic. I won't get into any spoilers, but he is on it. And I think they did a fantastic job with this figure. We've got the American flag. One little detail about this flag going in this way is it's supposed to always be shown that it's charging into battle, which I think is a nice touch. So Clutch, his bio is he used to race cars and work as a mechanic before he joined G.I. Joe, so he's got a little bit of a racing flair for a character. And as some tattoos here, we've got a pinup girl, and we've got these pistons, from what I can see. And on the other side, we've got what looks like some dice, some racing flags, and I think that's a wheel that's on fire. I'm liking this little smartwatch here. Gloves look good. Head sculpt looks really, really good. Matches that new look that he's got in the new comic. And then the helmet looks really good. I think we've seen this helmet before, but this pops up and we can get a good look at good old Clutch there. Got the black hair slicked back. He's described as a bit of a greaser, and they say that he uses motor oil as hair gel. To each their own. Either way, it's a good looking guy. And he works out, which I can appreciate. Vest looks really good. And he's got these little flashlights and doodads painted on his little utility strap. Boots look really good. Again, you know they're always going to knock it out of the park with the figures. And then with his accessories, first accessory that he has is this steel core helmet, which has the old fighter jet teeth printed on the side. That fits on there really nice like that. That looks really, really dope, actually. Reminds me of like a Starship Trooper or something. He also comes with this shotgun. A really cool looking pistol that's got a little star. And ports for blast effects. And he's also got a wrench, which I believe just ports in the side right over here. Every mechanic or ex-mechanic is going to need a wrench. So that just goes in there like that. So yeah, big fan of the VAMP and clutch. And now let's take a look at these two with some of our other figures. Okay, so now we have a couple of the OG 13 members, Grunt and Stalker, next to the VAMP. Along with Clutch, they were part of the original 13 from the original line and the comics. So they pair up nicely with the VAMP. We'll get them out of the way. Grunt, Stalker, really great figures. And then we've got Clutch in the VAMP, fit very nicely, very easily. And then on the side, we've got CoverGirl as his partner. And that just looks great. And of course, we had to bring out the old His Tank for a nice size comparison. And the His Tank definitely dwarfs the VAMP, but it's supposed to, it's Tank. And we've got the little 50 cals that can hold off a little bit. So again, we've got multiple vehicles here. People said it couldn't happen, couldn't be done. We've got a VAMP and we've got His Tank. So I think they knocked it out of the park. I think the figure of Clutch himself is great and the VAMP is great as well. So if you can, if they put them back in stock, I recommend grabbing one. This is definitely my favorite line to collect currently, and definitely will be continuing to pick up any cool new releases that they come out with. If you guys have any comments or questions, please throw them in the chat, and I will catch you later.